We actually moved around a lot. I was born in Lebanon, Oregon, but I lived in California, New Mexico, Arkansas, and then back. I actually went to 12 different schools before I graduated from high school. The family that I was in, service meant a lot. It was, for the privilege of being able to be a citizen of this country, that we needed to serve. My grandfather did World War I, my dad did World War II. I've got 4 brothers and all 5 of us were in the service. I actually joined the military in 1972. About 3/4 of my tech school class went straight to Vietnam, but somehow I wound up going to Great Falls, Montana instead. I worked in ground radio repair, so I basically fixed and repaired transmitters and receivers. We worked in what's called a gator site, a ground-to-air transmit receive site. And then from there I went to Germany to a unit called the 1st Combat Communications Group. The only time we had a job is when we would go somewhere else. In my case, I went to Athens and Egypt, but we covered all of Europe and the Middle East and Africa as far as providing emergency communications to whoever needed it. 1st Combat Com, we didn't have any planes. It's the most decorated unit in the Air Force. We've got Medal of Honor recipients, all kinds of awards. The 4 years I was in it in Germany, we got the Outstanding Unit Award every year. Unlike the units in the US where 90% of what they do is exercises and just maintaining the gear, and Germany, 90% of what we were doing were real world jobs. And then from there, I wound up at another gator site on top of Mount Hebo on the Oregon coast. It's about 65 miles from my home. If I had it to do again, I would. You notice I talk about 1st Combat Com the most. That's the unit that I admire the most. Because of the jobs that we had, the morale levels and everything was really high, and we always had a, if it could be done attitude, we could do it. I make canes for the guys at the Band of Brothers and give them to them. These guys went through war, and they went through basically hell. And for this country and stuff, I feel it's the least I can do. It's a small token of my appreciation for especially the guys that were in combat. I enjoy that, and I enjoy giving these canes to these guys. And they deserve it. A lot more so than me.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos from Central Oregon Daily News. And for more news from the high desert, just visit centraloregondaily.com.